ديجا كندير الكيك بوكسينغ لمدة طويلة، بديت في 97 مدة طويلة وأنا كنديرو. في 2004 مشيت للملاكمة 8 سنين، حفزت في رياضة الكيك بوكسينغ على 7 ميداليات ذهبية. بالحق ما كاينش اهتمام في المغرب.
She thought Dakota couldn't understand Arabic, so she said whatever she wanted. She laughed. She smiled. She made her predictions out loud, in her own language, thinking she was safe, thinking Dakota had no idea.
Do you know what? I can't actually remember what happened. It all happened so quick. I can just remember the knee, that's it. But yeah, I felt like when I knocked her down on the floor, yeah, I feel quite comfortable on the cage when I fight. So I felt like from there, I had her straight away. Like she weren't really getting off the cage from there. So and when I hit with that knee, she made like a funny noise. So I knew it sunk straight away. And when she dropped, I was a bit confused because I was like, I know that's just gone straight into your stomach, not anywhere else. So I was like, what the hell's going on, Mum?
But here's the thing about underestimating a monster. The monster always finds out. And what Dakota Ditcheva did to Hassna Jaber inside that cage in round 1 in under 60 seconds didn't just shock the crowd in London, it stunned the entire world. This fight even started. Hassna Jaber, a fighter from Egypt, was feeling herself heading into this matchup. And why wouldn't she? She had experience. She had 6 professional wins. She'd competed across multiple promotions and survived some tough fights. She was no pushover. But confidence became arrogance real fast. In the build-up to fight week, Hassna started giving interviews in Arabic, talking about Dakota like she was nothing, like this was already done, like she was showing up to collect an easy win against some pretty British girl who had no idea what was coming. She said she would destroy Dakota. She said Dakota had no chance. She smiled and laughed and made her predictions with zero hesitation, because she genuinely believed Dakota couldn't understand a single word she was saying. She was wrong. Dead wrong. Now, before we get to what happened inside that cage, you need to understand exactly who Dakota Ditcheva is. Because this is not just a fighter, this is a phenomenon.
Old, I would say.
Come on, Dakota!
I do remember a little bit of it, probably because on the same day my brother ended up busting his lip in another fight by accident. So that's probably what I remember firstly about the sport.
Right.
Oh, look at these two. Cute. The 1998 this would have been, would it?
I was
No,
born in
2002. Yeah, so
1998.
2002 this would have been. You were 4
Look how
years old.
cute I look.
Oh, first kick straight away. And then the hands go.
Look at my face. Oh my God, look so aggressive.
You do. Them kicks are going straight after the punches.
Look like I'm boxing a back.
Oh, left, right.
Look at my face.
You're going, oh, look
Look at his
his
face,
face
he's
as well. He's
scared of me.
thinking, what's going on here?
Don't want them smoke.
Oh, look. Oh, look. See, I'm not that hard. I'll give you a hug.
Oh, look at
Oh.
me. Am I going to do
Oh,
it?
they're all cheering you to go. Is she going to go? Yeah, she goes again. That's my
Oh.
girl. Where it all began, eh?
Dakota was born and raised in the UK, and she comes from a fighting family. Her father, Amy Ditcheva, is a decorated Muay Thai champion. She was trained in the art from the time she was a child. By the time most people her age were figuring out their careers, Dakota had already built an elite striking foundation that very few fighters on the planet can match. And her record coming into this fight, 5 wins, 0 losses, most of them finishes. She was 24 years old, undefeated, and she was hungry.
Come on in.
Down the fence.
We're ready.
So long and rangy.
Put away.
And a power.
But here's the thing that makes Dakota truly dangerous, and the thing Hassna completely underestimated. Dakota doesn't look like what she is. You see her outside the cage, calm, quiet, composed, soft smile, doesn't trash talk, doesn't fire back on social media, doesn't get into wars of words with opponents. People in the MMA world started saying it early, and they've never stopped saying it since. She's a monster with a little baby face, and they mean it. Because the moment that cage door closes, something switches. The calm disappears. the patience disappears, and what's left is one of the most technically violent strikers in women's MMA today. Her Muay Thai is elite, her timing is elite, her composure under pressure is elite, and her finishing instinct, that ability to sense exactly when an opponent is hurt and exactly how to close it out, that is God-given. August 20th, 2022. The Copper Box Arena, London, England. Card as Kayla Harrison and Brendan Loughnane, names that mean something in this sport. And across the cage stands Hassna Jaber, the woman who had been laughing and talking in Arabic all week, now face to face with the girl she underestimated. The woman who mocked Dakota in Arabic, who laughed in interviews, who said she would destroy her, was finished in 58 seconds on Dakota's home turf. The crowd goes insane. And Dakota? She walks away calm, composed, like she knew exactly how this was going to end, because she did. Now here's why this moment was so much bigger than just another finish on a fight card. This was Dakota Ditcheva announcing herself to the world, not with words, not with press conferences or social media posts, with 58 seconds of violence so clean and so precise that the entire MMA community stopped and said, "Who is this girl?" Her body shot game is on another level. Those knees she landed weren't lucky. They weren't wild swings. They were set up. Technically perfect, placed with the kind of accuracy that only comes from years and years of elite Muay Thai training. Her composure was frightening. The whole week, while Hassna was talking in Arabic, making predictions, laughing at her, Dakota said nothing. She just prepared. She just trained. And then she walked into that cage and answered every single word Hassna said in the most brutal way possible. And her finishing instinct is special. The moment she felt Hassna hurt, she didn't hesitate. She didn't give her time to recover. She closed it immediately, efficiently, viciously. This is what separates Dakota Ditcheva from other prospects. Most fighters at her level are still learning how to close fights. Dakota was born knowing how to close fights. A monster with a baby face. Hassna Jaber thought language was a shield. She thought speaking in Arabic meant she could say whatever she wanted with zero consequences.
Out of the blue corner, she is a striking specialist and stands 5 feet 5 inches tall. She weighed in officially at 125.6 pounds and in 9 professional bouts has earned a record of 5 wins and 4 losses. Fighting out of Örebro, Sweden, Malin Herminator Hermansson!
Okay, you've got to get busy here. You've got to show me something.
Malin Hermansson walked up to the microphone and delivered a message that sent shockwaves through the MMA world. She looked the cameras dead in the eye and told everyone watching she felt zero pressure going into this fight. Zero pressure against Dakota Ditcheva.
You can see Hermansson just trying to lock up one of those arms. Again, Hermansson, the arms are almost presenting themselves. A gip wrap to a BJJ player. Powell gets out the back door, but Hermansson slams a shot at it, choke us in with no hooks, but that looks on it. There's a top, she gets it! The boxer, kickboxer gets the submission finish. If you ask most people here, weren't expecting to see. How do you like your chokes? Freshly squeezed. That is beautiful. Elicits the tap. En route to the first stoppage victory of her career. No need for the hooks when you have that kind.
And when Dakota heard every single word, she didn't panic. She didn't argue. She just smiled, because Dakota Ditcheva doesn't need to trash talk. She lets the cage do the talking. In the lead up to this massive event, a reporter sat down with Malin Hermansson and asked her a straightforward question, a question most fighters would answer carefully. He asked, with this being such a big event, and being one of the big fighters on this card, how do you feel with the pressure? And Malin, she didn't hesitate for a single second. She leaned in and said, I don't have any pressure. The pressure is on her. It's her home audience. She's the poster girl. I don't have any pressure. I got into this fight 3 weeks ago. She underestimates me. I'm just here to do it one more time.
With this being such a big event and being one of the big fighters on this event, how do you feel with the pressure?
I don't have any pressure.
pressure is on her. It's her home audience. She's the poster girl. I don't have any pressure. I got the fight for 3 weeks ago. She underestimated me. I'm just here to...
Now let's break that down, because this wasn't just confidence. This was a calculated message. Malin was essentially telling the whole world, Dakota is the favorite, Dakota has everything to lose. And Malin, she's got nothing but upside. On paper, it sounds smart. Come in as the underdog, take the pressure off yourself, and let the favorite crumble under expectations. But here's the problem with that plan. Dakota Ditcheva thrives under pressure. She doesn't crumble, she unleashes.
Come here! Let's move! Let's move! Let's move in! Come here! Let's down and come! Down and come! Go! Come here!
And Malin was about to find that out the hard way. Now, when the reporters turned to Dakota and shared what Malin had been saying, Dakota's response was ice cold. No yelling. No pointing fingers. Just that quiet, dangerous calm that every Dakota Ditcheva fan knows too well. She said, the last 2 opponents I've had, they had a few things to say beforehand. And sometimes the things they say just get me annoyed. And I don't know why they do it, because it just makes me more angry. The reporter pushed further. He asked, what's the most annoying thing one of your opponents has ever said? And Dakota paused. Then she said, this one said, she's unbeaten, but she's not unbeatable. Fair enough, I'm not going to disagree with that. But you're definitely not the one to do it. So I don't know why you're saying it. Just stuff like that annoys me. I just think, all right, wait until you get in the cage. Then we'll see.
The last 2 opponents I've had here and the last one, they had a few things to say beforehand, but it just, sometimes a few things that they say get me annoyed, and I feel like I don't know why they do it, because it just makes me more angry.
Can I ask what's the most annoying thing that's one of your previous opponents has said?
Oh, well, this one that she said was like, what did she say? She's unbeaten. She's unbeaten, but she's not unbeatable. Fair enough, I'm not, but you're definitely not the one to do it, so I don't know why you're saying it. So just stuff like that just annoys me. I just think, all right, wait until you get in and then we'll...
That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the Dakota Ditcheva difference. She doesn't need to scream. She doesn't need to pound her chest. She just looks at you with those eyes and says, wait until we get in there. And every single time, she backs it up. Malin lit the fuse. Dakota was already the bomb. But it didn't stop there. Dakota took to social media, posting a message on Twitter, now known as X, that put the whole fight community on notice. Her tweet was short. It was simple. And it said everything without saying anything at all.
As we've seen a couple times already, here's a clinch now. We've seen this big dividends for Dakota Ditcheva in the past. Pressing the Manson against the cage. Do we have Dakota trying to work for a takedown here, or are you just trying to work for frames so she can...
Something to the effect of, keep talking, I'll keep finishing. Or if referencing the unbeatable comment, unbeaten, not unbeatable. I've heard it. See you soon. The post blew up instantly. Thousands of shares. Fighters reacting. Fans tagging Malin. The MMA world was watching, and Dakota made absolutely sure everyone knew she wasn't taking this lightly.
Saw her finish in this exact position. The title needs the body in that finish.
The message was sent. The fight was booked. And now it was time to deliver. Fight night arrived, and from the opening bell, it was immediately clear that only one of these women had truly prepared for this moment. Dakota Ditcheva came out like a force of nature. Calm, precise, and absolutely vicious.
Beautiful takedown. Excellent guard. System for Hermansson may not have been expecting this kind of fight. The strong side control position for Dakota.
She established her Muay Thai stance immediately light on her feet, snapping out quick jabs, firing powerful leg kicks, and systematically breaking down Malin's confidence with every exchange. Malin tried to find her rhythm. She threw combinations. She moved laterally. She did everything she'd practiced, but Dakota's speed and precision shut down every attempt before it could develop.
In this exact position.
The time needs the body in that finish.
The timing on her knees is different. She creates just a little bit of space, and her opponent is not valued at that point. Beautiful takedown.
Excellent work. Ditcheva just put her right.
The jabs kept Malin at distance. The low kicks damaged her base. And every time Malin tried to step forward, she was met with a sharp, intercepting strike that sent her backwards. Then came the shift. After softening Malin up on the feet, Dakota switched gears, transitioning the fight to the ground, and surprising the entire crowd, who expected her to stay standing. Once on top, it was over in everything but name.
Needs the body in that finish.
The timing on her knees is different. She creates just a little bit of space, and her opponent is not valued at that point. Beautiful takedown.
Excellent work. Ditcheva just put her right leg behind the hips of Malin Hermansen. Pulled her right back and into side control.
Dakota immediately established control, kept Malin pinned, and began unleashing a relentless barrage of ground and pound punches, elbows, calculated and devastatingly precise, until Malin could no longer intelligently defend herself. The referee stepped in. Fight over. Dakota Ditcheva wins by TKO. And just like that, Malin's bombshell message had become the biggest mistake of her fight camp. After the final horn, or rather, after the referees waved, the footage told the whole story.
Number 1, declaring your winner due to submission via a rear naked choke. The dangerous Dakota Ditcheva!
Amy Pirnie just dropped a massive bombshell message to Dakota Ditcheva ahead of their highly anticipated showdown. This is getting real, and both fighters are making it clear. This isn't just another fight. This is personal, this is legacy, and this is going to be absolutely explosive. Amy Pirnie just dropped a statement that has the entire combat sports world talking. When asked about facing Dakota Ditcheva, here's what she had to say. Yeah, everybody comes for the championship, don't they? So, it would be awesome to actually get to that stage. But I'm just happy to fight whoever's put in front of me.
Yeah, everybody comes for the championship, don't they? So it would be awesome to actually get to that stage. But I'm just happy to fight whoever's put in front of me.
Now, on the surface, this might sound humble, but let's read between the lines here. Amy is making it crystal clear. She's not intimidated by Dakota's undefeated record or her reputation. She's saying, bring on anyone. And that includes the so-called unbeatable Dakota Ditcheva. What makes this statement even more powerful is Amy's history. She's not just talking. She's already proven she can hang with the absolute best. She's battle-tested, she's experienced, and most importantly, she has the skills to back up every word she says. Amy is positioning herself as the underdog who's ready to shock the world. And if history has taught us anything, it's that you should never count out a fighter with this kind of confidence and composure. But Dakota Ditcheva isn't backing down either. When asked about the upcoming fight with Amy Pirnie, Dakota responded with her own powerful message. I am. You know, it's not far away now. So now I'm back, and you know, I've done this one. I'm excited to get to the next one now. So, it's going to be a brilliant fight. A fight that, it will be exciting for not just us, but, the Muay Thai boxing world is all excited to see it. So I'm excited to put the performance on.
Are you excited for it?
I am. You know, it's not far away now. So now I'm back and, you know, I've done this one. I'm excited to get to the next one now. So, you know, it's going to be a brilliant fight that, you know, it will be exciting for not just us, but, you know, the Thai boxing world are all excited to see it. So
Dakota is showing zero signs of pressure here. She's embracing the moment, she's acknowledging the hype, and she's making it clear that she's ready to deliver a performance. Notice how she says, "I'm excited to put the performance on." That's not just fighting talk. That's championship mentality. Dakota understands this is the biggest fight of her career so far. She knows the entire combat sports community is watching, and she's welcoming that pressure with open arms. This is what separates champions from contenders, the ability to thrive under the brightest lights. But wait, there's more. Dakota didn't stop with just her verbal response. She took to Twitter to send her own message, further amplifying the tension between these two warriors. While we don't have the exact tweet in front of us, what we do know is that Dakota is using every platform available to make her presence felt. This is psychological warfare at its finest. Both fighters are trying to get inside each other's heads before they even step into the cage. Social media has become such a crucial part of building fights in modern combat sports, and both Amy and Dakota understand this perfectly. Every post, every comment, every interview, it all adds to the narrative and builds the anticipation for what's going to be an absolutely explosive encounter. So let's talk about what makes this fight so incredibly special. You have two of the most talented female fighters on the planet, both in their primes, both hungry, and both convinced they're going to win. Dakota Ditcheva brings an impressive undefeated record in MMA, devastating power in her strikes, elite Muay Thai background with championship pedigree, youth, speed, and that killer instinct, the confidence of someone who's never tasted defeat. Amy Pirnie brings extensive fighting experience across multiple disciplines, technical brilliance and tactical intelligence, the ability to implement game plans perfectly, heart, determination, and the mindset of a true warrior. Nothing to lose and everything to prove. This is a classic clash of styles and mentalities. Dakota has been dominant and is looking to continue her reign. Amy is the hungry challenger who believes she has the blueprint to pull off the upset of the year. The convergence of these two fighters is exactly what combat sports needs right now. It's not just about winning, it's about legacy. It's about proving who truly belongs at the top of the division.
Jab. Jab. Two. Jab. Let's double. Jab. 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 Double. Double up.
The stakes for this fight couldn't be higher. For Dakota Ditcheva, this is about maintaining her undefeated status and continuing her march toward championship glory. A loss here would be devastating, not just to her record, but to the aura of invincibility she's built around herself. For Amy Pirnie, this is her moment to prove she belongs among the elite. A victory over Dakota would instantly catapult her into championship contention and cement her legacy as one of the most dangerous fighters in the division.
4.4 strikes per minute. Oh my goodness! And this one is over! Amy Pirnie! What a one championship debut! As she knocks up!
But beyond the individual stakes, this fight matters for the entire sport. The Muay Thai and MMA communities are buzzing about this matchup because it represents the highest level of female combat sports. Both fighters have acknowledged that fans worldwide are excited to see this, and that's because we're witnessing the collision of two truly special talents. This isn't just another fight on the card. This is the fight that everyone will be talking about. This is the fight that could steal the show and create a defining moment in both of their careers. So who wins this epic showdown? Honestly, this is one of the toughest fights to predict. Dakota has the momentum, the undefeated record, and the physical tools to dominate anyone. But Amy has the experience, the technique, and clearly the belief that she can get the job done. What we know for certain is that both fighters are prepared to leave it all in the cage. Both have sent their messages, both have made their intentions clear, and now it's time to let their skills do the talking. This fight is going to be an absolute war. Expect fireworks, expect drama, and expect one of these warriors to cement their place in combat sports history. That's all for today's breakdown of the Amy Pirnie versus Dakota Ditcheva showdown. The messages have been sent, the lines have been drawn, and we're just counting down the days until these two step into the cage and settle this once and for all. What do you think? Who's winning this fight? Drop your predictions in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss any updates as we get closer to fight night. Thanks for watching, fight fans. Until next time, stay sharp, stay ready, and keep your gloves up.
The fighters introducing us, fighting out of the blue corner, the record holders, 2 degrees, representing SBG Dublin 24,
Shauna Bannon drops the massive bombshell on Dakota Ditcheva. This UFC girl thinks she could beat Dakota, but Dakota fires back. She didn't know Dakota would dominate the fight in the most unexpected way possible.
Fight week was actually a break. My life is so hectic at home. I have a 3-year-old boy and I train full time. So it's go, go, go. Like literally every minute of my day is penciled in for something. So when I landed in Manchester, I kind of took a step away from the media, so I didn't have to do as much as normal this time. So this fight week was literally a break for me. It was a bit of time for me. I was in my bedroom on my own for most of it, and it was lovely.
Shauna Bannon said, "Fight week was actually a break. My life is so hectic at home. I have a 3-year-old boy, and I train full time. So it's go, go, go. Like literally every minute of my day is penciled in for something. So when I landed in Manchester, I kind of took a step away from the media, so I didn't have to do as much as normal this time. So this fight week was literally a break for me. It was a bit of time for me. I was in my bedroom on my own for most of it, and it was lovely.